Good morning. Welcome to your Wednesday morning movement for flexibility today. So actually I quite like this midweek on a Wednesday because we've done some hard work, we've done some weights, we've done a bit of jumpy around stuff. So today I really want to focus on increasing your flexibility. So I've got a beautiful little flow of movements. It's going to change a little bit from what you're used to in that I've changed up the timings. So some of them, it's going to be for flexibility, but it's still going to be challenging. Good morning, Josie Joe. It's still going to be challenging. Josie, you'll really enjoy this one. I know how you like your kind of movement, flowy stuff, but guys, listen, even though I say the word flexibility, I know it sometimes makes you think, oh, it's just going to be stretching. It really isn't. You're still going to get hot. You're still going to get sweaty. So you could class it as a fat burner, but there is no jumping around. So we're going to increase the flexibility throughout the whole body. So 4 things that we must incorporate if you want to feel fabulous is oxygen. So breathing, deep breathing. Number 2 is hydration, getting optimum hydration first thing in the morning. Number 3 is movement. Go out for a power walk. Number 4 is sunlight. Those 4 things supercharge your day. You cannot go wrong once you nail those 4 things. So we are going to start. The warm-up is actually not, it's part of the session. Does that make sense? So we're going to do a beautiful flow. You just need water, mat, nothing else. Yeah? Okay. I have my timer. So like I said before, we have got a slight difference in what we normally do. I mean, the exercises are very simple. I'm not going fancy today. I'm just going to stick with what works, okay? But we are going to increase the time for each movement. So let's start with, we're going to go straight into a downward dog. So we're going to go open the hands up, so outside, just outside of your mat. And we're going to open up the feet as well. God, it's hot, isn't it? I put a t-shirt on, I thought, I'll forget it. It's just too hot. So open up the feet, open up the arms and the hands. And you're just going to gently push your chest towards your thighs. And you can keep a little bend in the knees. And you're just going to let your you're going to let your heels sink into the floor. So you're just going to hang out here for a second. And you'll feel a really beautiful stretch down the entire part of the back of the body, especially calves. I can't get my body parts right this morning. So just hang here, let the heels sink in to the floor, and then we're going to just pedal. So we're just going to pedal the feet side to side, just a few each side. If you can't get the heels to the floor, it doesn't matter, but that's your aim. And then we're going to bring the hips in as well. So just move the hips, wiggle the hips side to side. And then we're going to go into a down and up. So we're going to roll in. Move my hands a little bit. So I'm going to let the feet relax and I'm just going to push the floor away. So you're going to bring the crown of your head up to the sky. So really big stretch. If you want to increase the stretch, you can just move the hands a little bit closer towards you. So good stretch here. You're going to tuck the toes. So when you tuck the toes, we don't spend much time on the feet, do we? Generally speaking. So even when you push the toes into the floor, there you get a beautiful stretch in the heel, back of the heel, and all the toes as well, through the foot. If you wear heels a lot of the time, this is great for you. And then we're going to come into down. So we're going to do the same thing. Let's pedal the feet here. Get the hips, have a hip wiggle. And then heels to floor. Every time you do this, I want you to try and straighten your legs a tiny bit more. Now that is a struggle, that is a challenge for me there. I can really feel that through the back of my body. But every time we do it, it loosens everything off. And then into up. Big lift. Top of the head to the sky. Just going to let the feet relax. Big push. tuck the toes. You're going to have a gentle push just there. You'll feel that in the feet. That's lovely. And then into a big lift. Pedal the feet. Let's do a couple more here. So side to side, go hip side to side. And then both heels you're going to push towards the floor. Oh, that's lovely. And then I'm going to try and straighten the legs just a tiny bit. And then we're going to come into an up. Stretch, lift the feet. I told you, lift the head. Lift the head. Relax the feet. And you're going to push the floor away. Now tuck the toes and gently press into the floor. And come back. Push. And we're going to pedal the feet last time. And then I'm going to show you the exercises that we're going to start with. We're going to go for a beautiful single exercise to begin. A three-legged dog with an elbow-knee touch. You've done this before. So we're going to go for 30 seconds each time. So each movement, we're going to spend a minute on each movement, okay? So, three-legged dog, I'll show you. So just as you've done in your a downward dog, we're going to lift one leg. So exactly the same hand position. And we're going to bring that leg through the middle and you're going to touch your arm. So three-legged dog, we're going to do 30 seconds on each side. Now, wherever you bring the leg, the more challenging is further up towards the elbow. So that's where you want to challenge yourself to get that knee to connect as close to the elbow as possible. It brings in that position here, it's almost like a crunch there as well. Oh, I can't talk when I do that. So really good for activation of your core too. Lastly, when you bring the leg up, I really want you to focus on pointing the toe. So you're trying to get your toe up to the sky and you squeeze your bum hard there so you get a good glute activation as well. Yeah, so 30 seconds each side. Are you ready? I've got a little bit of coconut water on the go this morning. I just really fancied it. It was in the fridge and I thought, yeah, it's just nice and cool, you know? Hey, 1 minute's work. Three-legged dog. Are you ready? Off we go. So we're going to lift up. I'll tell you when to switch. So you're aiming to bring your knee in to touch your forearm. You're keeping your belly button tight every time. And the flexibility part of this, 3 seconds of switch. Good, switch here. The flexibility part comes here with this leg that's on the floor, through the feet, through the ankles, through your calf, through your hamstrings. And then when you push back, all the way through the side of the body, in the shoulder as well, you're increasing that flexibility all through the body. 3 seconds. Good, well done. We've got 15 seconds rest, and I feel that everywhere. Core, heart, lungs, shoulders, arms, everything. Next one is going to be a spinal balance. So you're going to create a box, and we're going to go separate opposite knee, foot to opposite hand, and we're going to touch in the middle. So kind of like a Superman. So keeping the belly button tight all the time. So you're going to open up, you're going to push the fingertips and the toes as far away from each other as possible. So lift and separate. Good, let's switch over. So squeeze in the middle, knee is going to touch the elbow and vice versa. So these movements don't have to be done quickly. They're under control. 10 seconds. But they're just so effective I love this one for back strengthening as well. Good, perfect, 15 seconds. Your next one is an inchworm. Oh my God, the flexibility you get in the back of the body for this one. So, plank, we're going to roll through the feet, and we're going to aim to get the toes as close to the hands as possible. Now I'm going to make a note of that distance. I'm going to step back. So I'm going to roll through the toes, roll through the feet, then I'm going to bring my heels down as far as I can, step back. So again, focusing on the feet, hamstrings, ankles, calves. So just roll through, come as far as you can go. Feel a good stretch back of the body here, and then you can step back. So roll through, feet flat where you can. If you can't get the feet flat, it doesn't matter. Just go to as far as you can. Good, perfect. Have a little breather. We're going to go into a plank next. 3-way plank. 20 seconds on the front, 20 seconds each side, yeah? So let's create strong box. I'm going to hold here. Squeeze your belly button as hard as you can, and you squeeze your bum as well. 3, 2, 1. Good. Onto the side. I'm going to go onto the elbow this time. Go elbow to start. You're lifting your hip bones up to the sky. Should have called this flexibility and core strength really. There's a lot of core work in here too. 1. Good. Other side. Onto the elbow. I'm going to stack the feet. So imagine you've got a piece of string attached to your hip. It's pulling you up to the sky. Oh, you feel that right underneath. Relax the head. Good, well done. 15 seconds. That completes one round, yeah? We've got 2 more. We're going to go back to the beginning. Now you know what you're doing, you can get into a little flow now. 3-legged dog. Elbow, knee touch. Off we go. So we're going to lift the leg. Going to touch the arm. 30 seconds on each side. So in that touch, you're really working your core. So it's like a little mini crunch in there. Squeeze. 5 seconds and then we'll switch. 2, 1. Good. Switch over. Big lift and touch. So when I lift the leg up here, that stretch, that opening up of the hamstring, of the foot that's on the floor is huge. 5 seconds. I'm sweating already, I don't know about you. Good, well done. Rest, take some deep breaths. We're going to go into spinal balance next. Okay, create your box, squeeze your belly button tight, and we're going to go opposite hand to opposite foot, squeeze in the middle. If you open up your fingertips, it will give you a bit more stability. Good. 5 seconds and then we're going to switch. So you're separating hands and feet. Good. Switch over. Open up the fingertips. And when I lift that leg back, I really want you to try and focus on squeezing your bum. 8 seconds. 1, good. Now, the inchworm now, you know how we stepped back before? This time I'm going to jump back, but you can do whatever you want, whatever works for you. And I'm going to notice the difference, how my flexibility is increased this time. So the distance between my toes and my hands, let's see. So I'm going to roll through the feet. I'm going to bring, oh look, that's so much better. Now I'm going to jump back. So roll through the feet as far as I can onto the heels. I'm going to hop back. Oh, look at the difference. So people think, oh my God, I'm so inflexible, I've got no flexibility. Yes, because you don't practice. You know, I'm innately, I don't feel, I could always do with some improvement when it comes to flexibility. So I do try to work on it. I've mentioned before that I do a little bit of yoga at the weekends, which really helps as well. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, well done. Flexibility, mobility, you just need to practice it, you know, to get better. Okay, we're going to go for a plank next. I'm going to go hands, straight arms. So I'm going to bring, squeeze the belly button, squeeze your bum. So your nose is pointing towards the floor. 3, 2, 1, good. I'm going to go onto the arm this time, straight arm, but you can stay on the elbows, it's whatever works for you. I'm going to lift hips up to the sky. I'm going to try and keep your neck relaxed. Woo. Hips up, hips up, hips up, and switch. Other side. So my fingertips are pointing away from me. I'm going to stack the feet. I'm going to drive the hips up to the sky. So many variations for planks. You can change the feet, change the arms on the elbows. So many different variations. Okay, round 2. Are you hot now? Okay, let's go. 3-legged dog. Open up the hands. We're going to go leg lift. We're going to touch. I'm going to quicken these up a tiny bit. This is our last round, okay? 10 seconds, and then we're going to switch. Not even 5. Good, well done. Other side. So big lift. Oh, I didn't touch then. Squeeze. Squeeze. This feels so much better now. Just a couple of rounds. The difference in the flexibility and movement is massive for me. 5 seconds. Good. Well done. Take some deep breaths. Come back onto the heels. Can relax the feet. We're going to go for spinal balance next. So create your box. Open up the fingertips. You're going to squeeze your belly button. And we're going to separate. And then bring in, meet in the middle. So 30 seconds each side. This is your last time round. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Switch sides. I'm sticking to my mat. So don't forget, you're going to squeeze your bum on the leg up here. You're going to squeeze. Squeeze. And keeping your belly button tight all the time. 8 seconds. 3, 2, 2, 1. Good, well done. Woo. Good. Next one is inchworm. Let's see what the difference is between toes, distance and toes and hands, yeah? Let's have a look. I think I'm going to be able to get closer this time. So I'm going to roll through the feet. I'm going to get my, oh look! Isn't that incredible? Just a little bit of movement. What have we been going for? 15 minutes? Look at the difference. Again, it doesn't matter where you are. Even if you can just get to here, that's brilliant. Or even just to here, that's brilliant. As long as it's a challenge and you can really feel that stretch in the back of the body, that's the most important thing. So it doesn't matter where you can go to, as long as it's an improvement for you. Seconds. Inch, 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 inch. Roll through the feet. Get the heels down. Good. Well done. Okay. Last one. We're going to go for a plank, yeah? Straight arms for all of them. Actually, before we do that, before we get into the plank, let me just show you a couple of variations. So you can go. Now, choose the variation. How do you know whether you're doing it right or wrong? So this is how I would tell. If you start on the hands and you've got this beautiful position, this plank position, your bum is tight, belly button is tight, it's still a challenge. But if this starts to happen, so if you start to sag in the middle, then stop. All you have to do is just pop the knees down and stay solid there. That's absolutely brilliant. Then for the side, if you come up onto this, if you start on a straight arm and you're really all over the place, this is fine. Just come down onto the elbow and you can lift the hips up that way. And again, with the feet, you can change the feet up to give you some varying levels of support. So you can separate the feet to give you a bit more stability. Yeah? So choose the right one for you. Now I'm going to go straight arm, aren't I? And then I'm going to be falling all over the place. Let's see what happens. Okay. So belly button is pulled in tight to your spine. And squeeze your bum. You can keep your neck relaxed. Your nose is pointing towards the floor. Good, switch. So let's try. So I'm going to bring the hip up to the sky. If you're here and you want to make it more of a challenge, you can bring one leg off. Good, one hand up. Good, let's switch. So there's always something for everybody. I'm going to relax my arm here. Relax head. The hip up to the sky. Good, well done. Okay, we're going to finish off with one more little round of ab holds, okay? So we're going to go for a dead bug hold. I'll show you before I start the timer. We're going to go for shoulder blades off the floor. You're going to drive your belly, oh my God, I'm literally dripping. You're going to drive your belly button down to the ground, and you're just going to bring your fingertips up to the sky. So I want you to use your abdominals to be able to lift your shoulder blades off the floor. So you're reaching your fingertips up to the sky, and then we're going to hold here. Okay? Ready? Let's do 2 rounds. 2 rounds of... Let's do 2 rounds of 30 seconds, yeah? Let's do that. Okay, off we go. Start. So, feet hip width, shoulder blades off the floor. We're going to bring the fingertips up to the sky. And I'm going to reach my fingertips up to the sky. I can't talk much in this one. So just hold a apple between your chin and your chest. And I'm just lifting the shoulder blades up every time, using my abs. Let's have another 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah, good, well done. Have a little stretch. Take a deep breath in. Good. Okay, let's go for one more. One more. Should we challenge ourselves? See if we can go above for 30 seconds. Now, again, there's variations for everything. You can go hands here. So you can reach fingertips. Why don't we try and reach fingertips towards the knees? If you can get past the knees and hold, brilliant. Let's do that. Yeah? Same thing, just different arm position. I'm going to start counting when it hurts. So shoulder blades off the floor. I'm going to drive the belly button into the ground. I'm going to go point the fingertips to the knees. And I'm just going to lift. So I'm aiming to get my fingertips past my knees. If your neck starts to ache, bring your focus to your abs. So you're using all of your abdominals to reach your fingertips past your knees. Oh, that's starting to burn now. Let's have another 10 seconds. Gonna lift up a tiny bit more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, good. Well done. Perfect. There we go. Ta-da! So guys, I mean, if you want to spend more time doing some more stretches, look at us. Isn't that incredible? You know, you don't always have to jump around like a maniac to get a really good workout in. You know, increase oxygen flow, feel better, movement and flexibility. Thanks so much for doing that with me. I really love you and I love this. Guys, if you liked it, give me a thumbs up. I'd love that. And I'll see you tomorrow morning. What day is it? It's Wednesday, isn't it? Oh, crumbs, yeah, Wednesday. I'll see you tomorrow, 7 o'clock. I can't remember what tomorrow is. Something with weights, I feel. I'm looking forward to it. I'll see you tomorrow. Create a beautiful day. Love you. Bye.